Welcome back to PBIC 2018. We are half through day number 1 here as we are about to move into match number 4. And it seems like from those points, we're starting to see who's going to move out to that day number 2.
It's starting to look that way. Right now, from what we know, we're still waiting on some updated scores from the secondary stage where Art of Execution is currently playing. But as of right now, we have 4 teams with points on the board. So it's looking like it could just be those squads advancing into that semifinal knockout stage. But there's certainly going to be room for some upsets. Of course, the Turkish the Turkish team looking very strong in their first bout out at the start of the day. World Judge Esports Club certainly could turn things around and get some points in there as they were so very close to taking down RRQ Endeavor. So I still have hope for those guys. They have more matches to be played, so they can certainly shake up the standings a little bit, maybe even call for some sort of tiebreaker where we have to go beyond the point system, move into the actual KD, the win-loss on the rounds, and see who would be able to take it away. We're going to find out more of that as we dive deeper and deeper, but like you said, we are halfway through the day. We've got our 3rd match of the main stage gone. Now we're getting ready to dive into the 4th one, but as we go deeper, it does paint a clearer picture as far as who is going to be advancing. Right now, it's looking like Art of Execution, Juventus, and then RRQ. Those guys are very much looking like they're going to be able to advance, but that 4th spot is where it gets a little more up in the air, I think, figuring out who that final team could be advancing forward.
Yeah, RRQ and Juventus already getting 6 points from day number 1. Actually had, from the second stage, Juventus had 5-0, 5-2 against World Judge Esport Club. So that's another 3 points for them as well as RRQ. So it's going to come down to the final ones. Of course, they have a lot more, but we'll still have to find a few more teams actually coming down from Group B because those 2 teams are all in Group A. So we'll have to see what's going to come. But we have some monitor issues once again, so we'll have to wait a little bit. I believe I heard a player from Signature PB. So hopefully that comes down to Assault very soon.
Okay, well, yeah, we'll just be getting ready to jump in there. We've got 1/2 of the squad already ready to go in the lobby, so just waiting on that next team to be jumping in so we can go ahead and continue the action here. No more of these stutters, no more of these delays. Let's just keep the action flowing through.
That's what all we want, right?
I mean, the last 2 series have really been delivering on that. Of course, the first series that we had with RRQ versus World Judge Esports Club was so tight-knit. It was very nitty-gritty down to the wire there. Had to end in a 1v3 clutch in order to get the victory for RQ. Otherwise, that draw would have been on the board. So avoided that one very narrowly. But, whether it's action like that or just nonstop guns blazing, people dropping like flies left and right, I'm happy. I think the games so far today have been absolutely excellent, and they're just going to get better and better as we go deeper because our final 2 series of the night here on the main stage look to be absolutely huge. And then, of course, when we get into that knockout stage tomorrow, it is going to be the highest level of play humanly possible.
Yeah, the final 2 matches seems to be the four teams that may just be on the second day. So if they go... That matches will be important even if they have 6 points already secured. If they go out, move out as first place from the group or second place from the group, because first place from the group faces against second places of the other group. So that's very important in terms of the matchup, because starting tomorrow, if you just lose that best of 3, you are knocked out. So that's very important. And this is for match number 4, Signature PB. We do have one, and then tRush SKR from Taiwan. They have not played on the first main stage yet, but against Art of Execution. It was a 0-5-0-5 on Safe House, so kind of tells you what we're about to see. But it seems like we're just going to have to fill some more time before we go into the match.
Yeah, just a little bit as we get ready to settle that one down. But I mean, Signature PB, they played in our second series. It was another very swift one, 5-1, 5-1 in both of those halves. So could be maybe a bit of a similar situation here for tRush SKR, maybe a little bit of a familiar experience for them, unless they can really level up their performance and actually compete against these guys.
And the map is Storm 2, where you can actually have so many crazy strategies. I've seen some crazy clans pulling out all-invent strategy, which is really rare and really risky, but they won. And a lot of times, because you don't really expect that to come out at all, which I don't think we're going to be seeing that too much because it's way too risky for less of a reward for the team.
It's one of those situations where if you do it and it works, you look like geniuses. But if it does not work, then you have a bit of egg on your face. You look like some fools. So whether or not they're going to be risking going for plays like that, we'll have to wait and see. I think for a team like tRush, SKR, who has already been shut down very convincingly in their first series of the day, pulling out some of the cheesier strategies, I guess, if you want to call it that, if you kind of want to, put that name on it, might actually work out for them because they need to get those wins on the board. So even if it's just for a round, trying to execute on a crazier strategy like that might be a good shift of pace for them. And if they can pick up a win, then that's going to be the momentum behind them, and that's going to be pushing their sales along as they try to get more and more rounds on the board.
Well, before we go into the match, let's take a look at who we have for the matchup, because we do have Signature PB from Thailand and tRush SKR from Taiwan. So that's going to be the match coming out that you guys, we talked about Storm 2, that's going to come out very soon. But you get to see the players of especially tRush SKR for the first time in the main stage.
So already a very convincing performance, as we said, at the hands of Signature PB. 5-1, 5-1 on the rounds. A great closeout over Pentavalon Esports. Can we do it again against tRush SKR is going to be the question, but either way, these guys do look extremely deadly as they are already on the stage in the booth and raring to go here for this next matchup. But
seems like it's very possible, and Madra especially aggressive. The one pulling out some clutch moves. He was close, but falling at the end very much because he's usually the backup. And Hutchu just being the spine of the team, being the bridge in the middle between A and B. We saw those moments a lot. So what this team can actually pull out on all the maps were really strong. And even back in the qualifiers, they were pretty dominant, as we saw. They're back in Thailand, but on the other side. tRush SKR.
So again, a rough start, but this is where they need to stabilize. If they can pick up a victory here, especially a convincing one, it would set them up for their final match of the day, where really it would all come down to numbers. But they need to get something on the board. You expect that, if they go out with a loss here, they can't get anything on the board for themselves, then they're likely just going to be mathematically eliminated. So very important series for these guys as they get ready to jump in onto Storm 2. And like you said, it is a crazy map. You have the vents that people can be pushing through, but you also have those trains that you really have to keep your eyes on. These guys are professionals, not really expecting to see anybody getting taken down by a train unless they get pushed into a really awkward pinch situation. But crazy things can happen. This is point blank, baby. Things can go sideways very quickly, whether you're the best team in the group or one of the weaker ones. Upsets can come from any angle, really.
Yeah, a lot of their members legging downtown, but the map is Storm 2 for match number 4. Where we have the train. Of course, you do have to look out for that train timing, or else you are going to be squashed. That happens sometimes if you are way too focused, especially when you're holding a sniper gun, which is unlikely, but still can come out sometimes.
Yeah, if you're tunneling through, just scoped in, trying to spot out the enemy, that train right there can run you down and take you straight out of the map. So whether or not that's going to happen, I'm not sure. Waiting for somebody to get killed by a train, waiting for somebody to get killed by a knife. I don't think we've had any knife kills either today, G-Club. We've had multi-kills off of frag grenades and whatnot. People pushing corners, coming out with multi-kills. The 3v1, the 1v3 clutch, rather, from our first series. But we'll see if we get any more craziness as we jump in for the 4th match of the day. Signature PB versus tRush SKR here on Storm 2.
Let's start the first half. As Signature just moves out in the red side. tRush SKR defending in blue.
Fire in the hole.
So we'll just come down to the escalator side, waiting for that stairs B side. And already getting 2 kills, bringing into the site.
Yeah, the 2 real big players here for the side of Signature PB, and already it's just going to be AKA C9 left alone, just hugging here next to the train track. Spots out 1, but with a sliver of HP, he does not stand a chance, and Caramel will be able to mow him down. So first round already going to be in the books, one of the fastest rounds that we've had so far today. And are we going to see more of that, or will tRush SKR be able to slow down the pace of the game play around the Signature PB's aggressive style. So far, not working out so well because Aggressive himself comes up with the first kill.
Such dominant kills happening over. Modra just running for that site all the way into the southbound, going into the northbound already. If they take the center with this much speed, the blue literally cannot have a backup because they will lose trying to go somewhere else. Just like this, when they were trying to go for backups because the red side was already ready, positioning themselves for the backups, they are losing more and more. So maybe it's time to just gather themselves, let one of the sites open, and then go slowly instead.
Well, slowly is not the pace that Signature PB is allowing right now. They are the attacking team, and yet they are still the ones setting the pace of the game here. Despite the fact that tRush should be the ones really locked down, able to bunker in and keep themselves safe, but already first blood again going to be coming through. Signature PB just keep charging forward unhindered for the moment.
The Diva getting one kill in the trade, but losing 3 members in total, so Red can go all the way out. Modra going all the way around once again, going fast southbound to that northbound now, getting himself positioned onto the side. All the way towards not even the B site.
Scoping out, APC9 looking for an angle here, spotted out Modra for just a second, took some shots and gave away his position, but wasn't able to get a tag. Unable to find that kill. So now,
has been planted.
Bomb gonna get planted down. Signature again. Taking a very strong push in here onto the train, and AKC9 pinched from either side, didn't stand a chance, nor does Alpha, as we are just storming our way through these rounds.
It's often starting with a sniper from tRush. He's actually falling down a little too early, and with that T2 not really landing too many shots in that long range, that's hurting him a lot. And the sniper player will be the Kia 5. He actually switches position.
Okay, good kills coming through. Modra's able to answer one back there. Finds one with a frag grenade, but Carmyle comes back in, making this a 3v3. The more even games that it's been for tRush so far. They managed to find one. The train does claim a life, though. Back down to a 2v2. They just had the advantage, and then they lose somebody.
And then Akasi now he goes down as well, so...
Oh, the eastbound. The eastbound claims another one. Now Alpha all on his lonesome as the bomb gets planted here by Caspian.
Bomb has been planted.
Always towards the B side, and Alpha.
He has been spotted, but the train gives him some cover, so he's able to advance forward, looking for Caspian. He's got Aggressive on his side, flips out, looks for Caspian, gets a little bit of damage in, but it's only 13. And they come up with the kill, and just like that, we are surging through this first half. One more round to go potentially, unless tRush can stabilize. That last round was looking pretty good up until that train kill did come through. And, you know, you have to expect that that's going to be the pressure, the nerves raining down, applying that pressure here on the tRush SKR.
Exactly, tRush can't really get the positions they want in northbound because they're losing so much, and Signature PB, they have no other choice. They can just straight go through. It seems like it's working. Why not? Why change their strategy?
Yeah, now going to be that 4v2 as life after life gets claimed here by Signature PB. Achu pushing around the corner, looking for the shots, and there you have it. The 5-0 very swiftly. 5 rounds, about a minute on each, G-Clef. That is the fastest half that we have seen today. Now, obviously, we haven't seen the secondary stage. We know that some of those games have been flying by, but I think they'd be hard-pressed to try to beat this record that Signature PB is establishing. tRush SKR, unfortunately, looking to get stomped out of here. Might be their second series where they are unable to pick up a single round win.
5-0 first half. It's going to be a very tough one for tRush. They have to manage to get at least some rounds back when they go back to the red side. I think the real deal actually came down by losing that vent all the time. And the person actually got through, went straight to the mound, not losing a single person. That's how strong the speed of Signature PB just could not be stopped.
Yep, absolutely insane here from the Thai squad, taking down the Taiwanese squad.
And they will just continue that, and we are ready for the second half. Get ready, guys, because it's going to be awesome.
Don't blink or you might miss it, given how that first one went. So we are ready for the game, just waiting for everybody to get in.
As you can
There
see.
we go. Countdown coming through.
Okay, let's go.
Start moving out. Let's see how quickly they actually want to have this one up. Seems like we do have one disconnect, so we will have to remake the room.
All right, just got to make sure we got everybody in here. As right now, they got the issue fixed, it would seem. And the players are readied up in the lobby. You hear that music, it means we are about to dive straight back in for this second half.
And we'll have a second half ready to go in action. See, the lobby has been confirmed with that game ready on StormTube. The second half between Signature PB and tRush SKR is about to start. Here we go.
Okay, let's go.
They're back in, pressure very much on the side of tRush. Even picking up a draw here wouldn't really bolster their hopes that much of it making it into that semi-final knockout stage.
And that's a place where you're supposed to stay in the vent, but Signature PB, they were able to just go all the way. Caspian already getting the first goal when they dropped that much grenade. 3 kills in a row.
Just a triple for him. He'll finally get taken down by a nade himself, but the damage has been done. He's even weakened the remaining members, and there you have it. Another very swift round. I would love to see the average round time for these guys, because this is just absurdly fast.
I can assure you it's less than a minute.
Oh, yes.
It's certainly less than a minute, and
I would guesstimate about 48 seconds.
And tRush, they actually rush it all the way in because they want to control the second half, but they have been put down by a lot of those shots. And this player with that 3 kills with 1 death, Caspian, was able to shut them down coming down the stairs here.
There's another one, aggressive, opening things up. Back-to-back headshots coming through as Caramel answers back with one of his own. Modra just picks up a double kill. Caspian is there for the finish. Another fast round.
They
now
pushed
gonna
down
be up 2-0.
so blue side going up the stairs, that doesn't really happen too much. As tRush, they get their good spots, first of all, but loses too many members. And then when they're shaken, Signature PB pushes out up the stairs from blue side.
Well, 2 down, 3 to go for Signature to close out the fastest series of the day. And Hunchu finds another one. Caspian getting the second. Walker just going to be spraying out, has to dodge out for that nade.
Alpha has a pretty good idea.
Caspian just charges straight to the smoke. He doesn't care.
Off the smoke side, and he's got a good angle. Akae C9.
Oh, Caspian, no!
What? Turns around the back and gets a headshot.
Had his gun away, still managed to turn around to the side, finds a shot there to finish him off. And this is just a slaughter.
That's the style. You just press that F, go straight, see straight behind you, gets a headshot instantly. Somewhat lucky as well, but that takes a lot of skill. Well, let's see how fast that tRush actually wants to rush this one, because they're using a lot, but dropping down in the middle.
AKA C9, the first one to fall. Caspian still playing around the staircase. Alpha waiting for him. Spray coming down. He finds the kill. Able to answer one back as Caramel will get taken out, but otherwise, this is still very much in the hands of Signature PB. As he tries to retreat back through the vents, but will just get cut down and annihilated. I believe is a word just popped up on the screen, and I really couldn't think of a better way to put it, honestly, myself.
Yes, 4-0. Only one more round for Signature PB to close this match out, as they're just rushing through, with tRush actually rushing throughout because they are supposed to get the southbound in red.
And push around the corner, instant headshot there. Hunchu finds one, looking for a little bit more, but will get taken down. High ground advantage does come in, he gets punished for that, but still just going to be a 1-for-1 exchange. And given the way the Signature PB has been playing, I think they're going to be happy with that, but now that Caspian's gone, does even things up quite a bit. So now the 3v3 going to be coming through, the remaining members on either side.
Having
very
a little
healthy.
Better read on the stairs this time. They don't really push in. They instead go towards the other side, just throwing grenade, not really going aggressive, showing themselves. Because every single time they went down from that stairs, they have been losing too much. Just sniping into few, tossing down grenade. Seems like they're going down. That's a better strategy in this game.
Fire in the hole!
AKA, ooh. Almost seeing Modra. Didn't quite cheat his way through into the frame. Showed his arm for a second. Reload company coming through. But this is just time bought off the clock, really. Finally shows himself. Modra not going to find that shot. Puts around the corner, though, and it's just going to be a double kill coming through. Can he get a triple? One final member.
And Modra
waiting
spotted.
on top. This is round 5. Future PB Looking to close this one out. Madra taking the shot. Finds the headshot there. Lines it up with the scope. Fall for the RB. Gets him the kill, and it's another 5-0 here for Signature PB.
What an ending with that headshot pistol. He's got the angle, the perfect timing as the opponent was actually waiting for him to come in. What a crazy reflex time, the speed, and the accuracy of their shots. Signature PB is going to take down tRush SKR 10-0. That's dominating. You can't have a better score than that.
No, you cannot. I mean, 5-1 in their first series versus Pantalalon, then come back in versus tRush. 5-0. So far, Signature PB making a very big name for themselves as they look forward to that semifinal knockout stage.
As they want to get the most points with least rounds taken away from their opponent. Signature PB seems very strong because they got the hard one at the end. But that's going to be it for match number 4. We do have 2 more matches coming up. And match number 5, wait for it because RRQ Endeavor is back and they're facing Juventus, one of the strongest opponents they have in the group. We will be back with that match number 5 very soon.